When the Olympics go off in Paris this summer, the entire world will be watching the women's 100-meter dash because Sha'Carri Richardson is clearly the favorite to win that event right now. She's the reigning world champion in that event and has only run the 100 once so far this season. But when she did, she won at the Prefontaine Classic in convincing fashion. She went 10.83 seconds and made it look like it wasn't all that hard. But if you were paying close attention, somebody was not that far behind her. In second, Julien Alfred of St. Lucia was there. And unlike Sha'Carri, she's run a whole lot of races already in 2024. Because although Sha'Carri might be the world champion in the 100, Julien Alfred is now the world champion in the 60-meter dash. When they faced off in Oregon, she was behind by 1/10 of a second. But I knew this was just one chapter in a story that has been going for a long time now. Believe it or not, they started college at the same time. And the only reason Julien Alfred wasn't at the NCAAs when Sha'Carri broke the collegiate record in the 100 is because, for whatever the reason, she didn't show up to compete at the regional meet. Although she was clearly a favorite to later qualify for that meet with a chance of making the final. So whether or not Sha'Carri Richardson has been paying attention to Julien, I know that Julien Alfred has been paying attention to her. And while she ran past everybody indoors, it was Sha'Carri Richardson herself who came out to applaud her after one of her many victories in the 60-meter dash at the Melrose Games. The truth is that these two women have a sprinting rivalry. Whether or not you want to acknowledge it, and we're probably going to be watching it for a good while after this. And after what Julien Alfred just did at the Racers Grand Prix, I would have to advise you that this might be a good time to start paying attention, because this movie's just getting good. In fact, it's Fast and Furious, and you already know how many sequels they had with that one. But if you're new here, I want to say thank you for even making it this far into the video. And I'm Coach Rob, the founder of SCArecruiting.com, where I rank the best track and field recruits across the entire nation. And if anything that I say actually connects with you, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe. But if I don't, just let me know in the comment section because I try to read them all. What Julien Alfred just pulled off in Jamaica is incredibly important for two reasons. One is because she ran incredibly fast. The second fastest time in the world this year, technically going 10.78 seconds, wind legal. And that time is also faster than what Sha'Carri did just a week ago. But the second reason why it's important is because she basically told us it was going to happen. During an interview after the Prefontaine, she said that she wanted to win, but that she would take second place for now. And then she also told us that she was going back to the drawing board. That means that she fully expected to respond and run way faster than she did in that moment, which is exactly what she did at the Racers Grand Prix when Sha'Carri wasn't there. And if you don't think indoor matters, Julien Alfred was there in the World Championship final in the 100-meter dash last season. No, she didn't get the silver medal or even the bronze. She got 5th in that race. But that was after an incredibly long collegiate season where she went undefeated, wire to wire in the 60 and the 100, while chasing Sha'Carri's record in the 100-meter dash, but she didn't quite get it. No women's sprinter has ever left college after one season in the 100-meter dash and performed as well as Sha'Carri Richardson has. But no women's sprinter has ever stayed in college and had a season as fast or as dominant as what Julien Alfred just gave us in 2023. The fact of the matter is this: Sha'Carri Richardson has to run at the Olympic trials, where I fully expect her to do what she does. But anything can happen at the trials. And after that, she's got to show up and run a whole bunch of rounds at the Olympics. Julien Alfred, on the other hand, for better or for worse, doesn't really have a problem making it to the Olympics. We know that St. Lucia is going to make sure that she gets to that meet. And she's also probably not going to have a relay to run when she gets there. In fact, if she can come back with a medal in either the 100 or the 200, she would be the first woman to ever do that from St. Lucia in any track and field event. We know that the Jamaicans are coming because they've owned the 100 every single year since 2008. But right now, it's looking like Julien Alfred and Sha'Carri Richardson are clearly the women to beat going forward. And like any rivalry, it doesn't really count if both sides don't have a legitimate shot to win something. So keep in mind that Julien Alfred has already beaten Sha'Carri in the Open 100, and that within her first professional race last year. Sha'Carri Richardson might be the reigning world champion in the 100, but Julien Alfred is now a reigning world champion in the 60-meter dash, and she's also ahead of Sha'Carri on the world leaderboard for the 100 right now. I'm not saying that Julien is definitely going to win the gold at the Olympics, but what I am saying that she told us she was going to respond after the Prefontaine, and she did. So now it's Sha'Carri's turn, and all eyes should be on her to see what she has planned as a response. Just remember that the only way that we're really going to hear her is if the clock is the one doing the talking. SCA track and field gear is here. Fast is a lifestyle, and what you wear should reflect that. Order yours at scarecruiting.com/shop or use the link in the description below. It's a huge support to me and this channel, so I can continue to make you more content like this. And remember, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe.